strategy from Pleno Grand Prix.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Eat Speed Live, the most delicious webcast in the Metroplex. I'm Bud Kennedy.
And Steve Wilson.
You know, this time of year, late August, is really the heart of hatch green chili season. It starts as soon as the first peppers from the crop come in, but the peppers get better as the crop goes along. This is the peak of the season. Labor Day weekend is when they have the big Hatch Chili Festival in the town of Hatch, New Mexico. And here to talk about everything green today, from Blue Goose Cantina, John Herrera and Flaco de la Cruz. John, Flaco, welcome to the Eat Speed Live.
Thanks, Bud. Great to be here.
Thank you both. Blue Goose is not new to Dallas-Fort Worth at all. It's a little bit new to Tarrant County. I think you've been in Fort Worth, 3 or 4 years, something like that. Talk about Blue Goose and its history here, and all about Hatch green chili and what you're doing for green chili season.
Absolutely. No, we're so blessed. Thank you again for having us. You know, Blue Goose Cantina has been in the Dallas market now for almost 40 years, 39 years. We opened in 84. We have 7 locations throughout the Metroplex. As you just stated, we wound up in Fort Worth a couple of years ago, back in 2019, and right on University across from TCU. So that restaurant's been doing great. But, you know, it's such a blessing. It's a family-run business. Bob Peterson started it back in 83 with Us Shucks, and then Blue Goose in 84. And it's been in the family ever since. His wife, Jill, ran it for several years. And now Nick, his son, and his family. Nick's our CEO. So it's been a family-run business. We're super committed to serving great food with great quality, everything cooked over mesquite wood, all fresh ingredients, never frozen. And we've been a part of DFW now for a long time, and we're so blessed and thankful to be here.
You know, you're a very traditional restaurant in Dallas. In Fort Worth, you took a real landmark location in University Park Village and just brought it to life and made it, it's full all the time. And then since then, you moved into a place in Grapevine on the circle around Grapevine Mills Mall, and also in South Grand Prairie. Yeah, that's actually on the Tarrant County side. It's in the former Texas Roadhouse there on I-20 on the west edge of South Grand Prairie. So you've taken on some big places and filled them up with people who love Mexican food.
Yeah, we're super blessed. We're super blessed, and you know, Blue Goose has been in the DNA of our town, or of our DFW Metroplex, for a long time. We have families that come in that say, "I was a young college kid at SMU, and I used to go to the one in Greenville, and now I live out in the suburbs, whether it's Fort Worth or Tarrant County, and now I get to bring my kids to Blue Goose out that way." So it's a lovely piece of that to come into the community and have people really be big fans.
Now, I wish we were there. Can you smell the chilies roasting where you are? Are you roasting them there, like in the background or anything?
We would absolutely love to have you guys in the restaurants, but unfortunately, it'd probably be pretty loud right about now. So unfortunately, we're at the corporate office here in Addison.
You can't hold one up. You don't have one on the tongs that you're turning over the fire or anything like that?
I wish we could. You could smell it. It'd be great, but we don't have it here.
You know, and a side note, I actually heard that one of the restaurant chains that used to do a huge Hatch green chili business didn't do it this year because they said it was too hot to roast them in the restaurants this year. So the temperature actually kind of put a dent in it.
We all know the world we live in today, especially in this part of the country. We're at 105, 106, 107 degree temperatures. It's tough to keep the restaurants cool, but like I said, that's for us. We're still able to do it. We have great people who can execute that. So
we're all roasting, but we have a lot of green chili to eat. Talk about Hatch green chili. When you first tried it, you were one of the first restaurant chains to order it, and you brought it in. You bring it in from southern New Mexico. Tell people all about Hatch green chili and what makes it a big deal.
Sure. I'll give you 2 minutes and I'll turn it over to Flaco here, but we've been doing it for over 21 years now. A lot of chefs in the industry really like the Hatch green chilies. They, they're very smooth, they're very smoky, but due to the climate that they're in, where they get a lot of sunlight, yet it's cool at nighttime, it becomes really popular with a lot of chefs. So we've been running it now for 21 years. doing a hatch chili menu, and every year there's some new hits and some things that are selling off the charts and some new items that jump off. And we've been really blessed this year. Our culinary director Augie has been incredible at putting some new things on there, like our hatch stew. You wouldn't think stew would be popular in 105-degree heat, but it's been a big seller of ours. And we have the birria tacos, which has been our #1 seller by far this year. So I think
Steve,
people in the DFW, yeah, I think there they are right there. And, we're seeing these on TikTok. We're seeing these on Instagram. We're seeing our guests post these in social media and writing great reviews about the food and trying some of our new dishes. So it's really taken off. I think guests in this area are starting to branch out a little bit and learn more about hatch chilies and the different flavorings they can get at our restaurant. So we're always going to try to keep innovating and putting things in front of the guests that people can try and get excited about.
Steve, what do you think about hatch chilies? Are they better chopped? Are they better in a creamy chili sauce like enchiladas Aleda has? How do you like your green chili?
I like them chopped up. Chopped up and grilled
on a cheeseburger, chopped and just
like
spread across the cheeseburger.
Yeah, it's good on a burger.
It's amazing now that everybody has that. Whataburger, Sonic, have green chili burgers. It's like, and I can't believe there's enough green chili in all of New Mexico to satisfy Central Market, HEB, Whataburger, Sonic, and all these restaurants that do green chili. When do you all start bringing it in? How much do you bring in? Does it come in like on the big hatch green chili truck, or how does it get here?
I'll turn it over to Flaco.
Yeah, like we start the first week in August, so probably we have for 2 or 3 more weeks.
Yeah, they come in. We get them in. The season runs pretty much, I think, as you said, but from mid-August, probably a little bit sooner, and then if we're lucky, we get them through mid-September. So our vendors are telling us we'll have enough to get us through probably the second week. But as the season goes longer, so does the heat. So the more mild you get is at the beginning of the season.
Is at the beginning they get hotter.
They're going to get hotter.
Yeah.
But to your point, there's such a demand. The price has been driven up this year with, like you said, HEB and these big conglomerates buying all that stuff. But and it's caused some other brands to bow out and not do that stuff. But it's part of our DNA, it's part of our culture, and we always said we would stay with that. So it costs a little more, but I think our guests appreciate us running it.
Flaco, have you been to Hatch? What's it like? Is it just one big chili field?
Sorry, say again?
Have you been to Hatch, New Mexico?
Mexico.
No.
Okay.
Flaco's been with us for over 20 years and he's been running this menu now for the entire time he's been with us. So he goes to the other restaurants and helps us make sure we're executing at a super high level.
What's the difference in Hatch chili and a regular poblano? Flaco?
It's a lot different because, like normally the poblano, some people, he like only for the chile relleno, and some people like poblano cream sauce or something like that, and he don't bring like the flavor I think you're looking for. But that one is like really, really special because he got like, when you feel and smell one fresh, it smells a little bit spicy, but when you start to cook and you cook in the wood and the pepper is ready, it smells like different. It smells like you're like, oh my God, this is like the pepper. That's what I'm looking for, And you put it in your food, it's like good flavors for your food. I think for me, I take more the Hatch.
So you like the smell? The smell, it has more fragrance?
I think it's the smell and the flavor is that'll be the best.
Yeah, there's a smooth and smoky feel to it that is unique to that particular pepper. And then the fact that we grill it and roast it over our mesquite wood grill, again, it's just a little minor tweak that just makes everything smoother and better, and it has a different flavor for sure.
So how many of them do you get? How many of them do you get in, the season?
Like this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think like 6,000.
Yeah. 6,000 pounds.
I think we over like double from last year.
Mm-hmm. They come in by truck, or how do you get them?
We get it from.
Yeah, our vendor brings them in just like you.
Food supplier.
The
Yeah.
wrappers, they just come in by the case.
Mhm.
But to Flaco's point, last year we were at 3,200, and this year we still got a couple of weeks left, and we're already at 6,000 pounds. So we're really seeing an increase in sales and guests, trying the different hatch items.
Yeah, you used to have to get them from the grower, from a middleman. It was almost, ranch to table, and now the food service companies who, have
Yeah.
them lined up. Thank goodness. Yeah. But to go through 3 tons in a month, like I mentioned enchiladas Olay. It's a little independent here that's really popular for green chili, but she gets 6 tons, but she freezes it and serves it year round.
Yeah.
She serves it fresh right now and then serves it year round. But to go through 3 tons just here in 6 weeks is pretty remarkable. You're selling a lot of green chili. What's the number one seller?
The birria taco.
And that's new and different. Talk about birria tacos, Flaco.
Well, birria taco is new in the menu. I think this is the recipe from Augie. So the first time when Augie he told me, "Oh, I got this deal. What do you think?" I said, "Just do it. Let's go." So I'm excited when he showed me like the recipe, and we working on it, and we tasted. We play like 3-4 times, and I said, "Yeah, we need to. This had to do it." And,
Birria tacos are kind of a fad. They're popular right now. So this combined 2 really popular items. Steve, what other photos do you have?
Well, I was curious, what's the dipping sauce that you're?
that dipping sauce we call consomme. It's like something like a jus,
Uh-huh. Does that have hatch chilies in it, or is it more just the hatch chilies are in the taco itself?
Well, he had hot chili in the birria taco, but the consomme you can put like onion, cilantro, and you squeeze a little bit lime, and you put your taco in there, and you like taste it. It's like big,
Big flavor for
Big
sure.
flavor.
And you dip the taco in the
Absolutely.
and you dip in the taco.
Yeah.
And some people he drink it that juice. He like it.
Some people drink the consomme.
Drinking the
Yeah.
consomme.
Well, talking about drinks, here's a hatch chili margarita.
So that is a picture of our margarita. We have it actually, to keep up with our guest demands, we really wanted to combine and bring something on the hatch menu from a cocktail perspective that combines sweet with a little bit of heat and kind of wrap it up with some summer flair. So we've had a blueberry hatch margarita, and it's been a huge seller this year so far because people are enjoying the different flavors and cocktails. But when you mix the sweet, you mix the fresh blueberry from the summertime as well as a little bit of heat from the hatch chili. It's been a winner for us so far this year.
And the enchiladas.
Now, this is the hatch huevo ranchero.
Yeah,
Well, ranchero.
yeah, that's the hatch huevos rancheros.
And tell us about that.
This is on the brunch menu, or do you get it every day? Is it weekend only?
This is a brunch menu Saturday and Sunday, like
Okay.
10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
So we run our regular menu plus we have a separate hatch menu that we run all during the hatch season as well. So it gives guests a lot of options that they can choose from.
And that brunch menu at Blue Goose is something I like because you have really good brunch items. One of the better brunches of the Tex-Mex restaurants around. And then you open at 10, so people could come 10:30 and kind of beat the mimosa crowd and get have a good brunch. So it's a good time to sit on the patio at Blue Goose in Fort Worth before it gets too hot and have a good Sunday brunch. What else do we need to know about Blue Goose? Are there more locations coming? What's next for Blue Goose Cantina?
Absolutely. So we're super blessed. Our company, the Peterson Management Group, we've got 2 brands, Blue Goose and Aw Shucks, our seafood brand. We've currently got 7 Blue Goose now, 5 Aw Shucks, and we are literally looking at spots weekly that we can hopefully continue to grow and open more and more restaurants. The restaurants are doing incredibly well. We're super blessed. We have wonderful guests and staff taking care of our guests or taking care of our restaurants. And as long as we can keep finding great sites like the one you mentioned in Fort Worth that we feel we're so blessed to be a part of. And the big thing about, I think, our company, our growth, and our management philosophy is we really want to be involved in the communities that we're a part of, and find ways to involve ourselves. So we are a Dallas-based company. We always have been, and we're not a conglomerate coming in from outside. So that history to us of 39, 40 years is really, really special and something that we really cherish.
Steve, anything else about Hatch Chili? It would be great if we could just load up and go to Hatch for the festival. It's about 10 degrees cooler there. It's 5,000 feet higher. They're having their festival on Labor Day weekend, the crowning of the Chili Queen. It's a great little small town trip.
Yeah, I haven't been there either, but I do like the chilies.
Well, you get them all up and down South New Mexico and the valley, but everything that's grown in the Hatch Valley is has that special touch. It's the Hatch Valley of the Rio Grande River, north of El Paso, around the town of Hatch, and that's where all the growers are. Steve, anything else? Oh, go ahead.
I say feel free, jump in your cars. You can be at the Fort Worth location in just a few minutes.
Well, it's right around the railroad yard from me, I promise you. So
there you go.
I smell it every time I smell it, and I see the crowd every time I go to one of the neighbor restaurants in University Park Village. So.
That is true.
And I should mention again, Blue Goose Cantina, 1612 South University Park Village, 2536 Interstate 20 West, technically in Grand Prairie, but on the west edge of Grand Prairie in Tarrant County, 2455 Grapevine Mills Circle, which is somewhere up there in Grapevine Mills land. So those are all the Tarrant County locations, and you have 4 other locations.
Yeah, Frisco, Plano, McKinney, and Highland Village.
Okay, so there are Blue Goose Cantina all over the place, green chili all over the place. If your favorite restaurant doesn't have green chili this year, Blue Goose does. So that's and we hope the chilies will last until mid-September. Steve, anything else spicy?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Well, until the next spicy webcast here, we'll be back with another Fort Worth Live. Until then, Eat Speed Live. Until then, I'm Bud Kennedy.
And Steve Wilson.
Thanks, Bud.